Love 15.
And that forehand of David Ferrer, we all know that the Spanish guys, clay courters, they love to play their tennis in the second court and hit the off forehand. Again, terrific tactic, but it goes into Murray's backhand, and he tried that backhand up the line, missed, but David Ferrer's got to be very wary of that today.
Murray, throughout with the events that happened throughout this week, particularly with his father-in-law, has put on the record that that situation had worsened, that he would have withdrawn from the tournament. He's done really well to control his emotions when things are happening off court, to be able to channel his focus on court.
Yes, I think he came out and said that he was starting to feel a little fatigued, quite open and honest.
I'm
wondering also, Peter, if David Ferrer would love this to be a physical encounter, meaning that the match have longevity. Keep Andy Murray out there. He knows that there's a few things that Murray's been handling. Warm conditions may be more favorable for David Ferrer in that respect. But again, the ball is livelier in these warmer conditions during the day, and that might help Andy Murray, the ball, get to his target a little sooner.
Well, you were talking about it a couple of days ago because you've been playing out in the Legends events about what this court is actually doing and how it handles things like kick, for example. It seems to be, you mentioned it was a little more receptive.
Yes. So many courts that are resurfaced, repainted year to year, and they have to start from the outside courts and they work their way up to the more higher profile courts. So the outside courts this year are actually playing a little more slick. They're taking the side spin. A lot of players are using the sliding serve on center court and high sense. I believe they're just a fraction slower, so they are kicking a bit more, but we will see Murray, I'm sure, use the wide serve here on the first court today.
Oh, did well to bring back that ball. That's what you expect from David Ferrer, but Murray was aware of it. He knows he's going to be playing a lot of extra balls today.
And a smart move by Murray. He goes into the forehand first, and then it opens up the court with the first volley into the two-hander. Ferrer can only play the one-hander. It's defense. Murray's on top of the point.
Nicely done. Murray holds in the opening game of the match. Ferrer warmed up by playing a tournament that might be named after him in Auckland. He's won it 4 times. reached the semi-finals this year. Lost to Jack Sock in 3 sets.
Let's second service.
I believe he took a wild card into this year's tournament.
Yep.
Lost first round in Doha, so that he started putting out SOS calls to a couple of the other tournaments to try and get a spot in the draw.
Well, I think he was on safe ground when he rang up tournament director over there and said, look, any chance? 4-time winner, of course. Come on in.
But still not a great result, losing to Jack Sock in the semis.
Thirty 15.
Great running at the back of the court from Murray, but nice finish from Ferrer.
40-15.
That's what Andy Murray does best, this retrieving, the anticipation. That excellent overhead from David Ferrer. Ball's coming down right on top of him from a great height. Handles it well. And that volley is very critical, I think, for the way that Andy Murray goes about playing a point like that. Instead of going for a deep volley, which is quite natural for a lot of us out there, he's got to be able to play the touch volley, short angled volley. Ferrer then has no chance of, or very little chance of retrieving it.
Nicely tracked down. Will be precise with that drop shot against David Ferrer. 1 game all in the opening sets.
1 game.
Didn't quite get it precise enough. Too much height, and it bounced up again. Lively conditions. The ball has a bit more bounce to it.
Fifteen love.
Have a look at those hands of Ferrer on the backhand. It's quite a large space between the right and the left. A lot of two-handed players, they'll just place the left hand on top of the right.
15 all.
Flip the line.
Again, standing in, taking it on. 197 the serve. Just stepping across. Precise on the net, keeping the ball deep.
Third 15. Fourteen 15.
Great serve by Murray. Very accurate. It's probably his preference when he's in trouble is the flat wide on that ad court. He has great control sliding it down the tee as well.
Cain.
Murray holds. We're on serve in the opening set. It's 2-1.
Fifteen 11.
He'll take that.
13-11.
It's around just clipping the top. Enough momentum to push it forward.
Fourteen 11. Fourteen 15.
Just content to wait for his opportunities, Murray, at the moment.
14 13.
I think over the last couple of years as well, Peter, as Ferrer's been willing to risk a bit more with that second serve. It used to be a lot heavier. Kick used to repeat all the time. I think he started to develop, recognize with his team of coaches that he just sits up there too much at times, especially when it gets tight. So he's elected to go with a bit more of a flatter, sliding trajectory. Much more difficult to actually return when it comes down with some pace. Might be just trying to overpress it right there.
Advantage Murray.
He was inside the court. He sighted the ball earlier. And perhaps in his excitement that he was inside the court and trying to damage Murray, dragged it into the net.
And there's the break of serve for Murray. 3 games to 1 in the opening set. It's almost as if the roles were reversed. Ferrer trying to be the aggressor, and Murray just happy, content just to keep the rally going, move his opponent around, run down every ball.
Well, he was doing fine till 40 love.
Yep.
And then some errors coming from Ferrer's end of the court.
Fifteen left. Fifteen.
And again, just pressing a little too much.
Yeah, that certainly was wild from Ferrer. Maybe just remind himself, you know, he's got good legs, good wheels. Doesn't need to be hitting an absolute winner there, cold winner. Just try and maybe hit it into the corner and back yourself up by moving forward.
Nice change of a pace from Murray, just sliding that ball in. Can he just skid off the court?
40-15.
Man, very much in control of the situation.
With that side spin, an important watch where Ferrer actually hits his forehand. The direction, he is running onto the forehand. He then wanted to try and get it cross court. So Murray's just filing these away in his memory bank.
Just a little bit more on that second serve. First for the match. Moresmo, bottom left. Judy Murray, top left. I've been really pleased with seeing Joanna Konta move through to the semi-finals earlier today. Being Britain's Fed Cup captain. Beautifully done. You see the opportunity with Ferrer pulled wide to get in, finish it off.
Yeah, and as soon as he hit that backhand, Murray, you could see him move forward. So not only is Ferrer having to deal with trying to retrieve the next one, but he's also got to be conscious. You can sense that Murray's moving forward.
Oh, so delicate up the line from Murray. Consolidates the break. He leads 4 games to 1 in the opening sets.
Fifteen left.
Again, just drawing Ferrer out wide. Now, when Murray hit that ball, he was on the Melbourne sign at the back of the court. But as soon as he managed to get that angle, he took that move forward, not all the way in, but just towards the baseline, because he knew he would be pretty attacking position. Whereas Ferrer just pushed out wide on this backhand side again.
Lightness for service. Fourteen, 15.
Not exactly happy there. Not sure if he was watching someone in the crowd or...
No, that would be at his team. Have to be.
Well, I was just watching Moresmo and she was looking behind. Unless she's like asking the rest of the team, what's he saying? Why is he that ticked off?
He's not whispering. He'd be disappointed with that game. Had good play on that ball too. Hold for Ferrer. It's 4-2 in the opening set.
Murray, 4 games to 2.
You've been in both situations as a player out there on the court, but also in the coaching box as well. How do you go when you've got a player who's looking at you and sort of, you know, that they direct all their anger and everything, the frustration is in only one direction, it's at you. How do you go as a coach in that situation? Because you can't respond back.
No, and it's probably just the conversation that you have afterwards. And you remind the player that they're the ones that are out on the court. My work as a coach is actually being done. By the time they enter the court, coaching is not allowed from the box, so they're the ones that are in control. They're holding the tools of the trade right there, and I certainly don't tolerate having someone, you know, yell and scream at me. I draw the line at that.
30 love.
Just shows the intensity level that Andy Murray has, because off the court, he's unflappable. He doesn't seem to get angry at all, doesn't raise his voice. He's very mild-mannered, but you put him into this situation
Into the cauldron.
Yeah, exactly. Where the stakes are high, and he feels he needs that level to be able to play at his best.
And that's cauldron probably is a good example, because when you stick your hand into something that's very hot, you react to it. You know, you maybe give a bit of a yelp, scream. So the first serve that Andy Murray missed on that last point was 201 Ks. Good pace. He missed it. The second serve goes in at 123. And that's very much on the slower side. And David Ferrer should be able to get around and I think hit a forehand. But he went for the backhand. I don't think that's being positive.
And Murray holds serve. He's in control in this opening set. He leads 5 games to 2. Mark Woodford talked earlier about how unassuming David Ferrer is, and particularly after the huge 2015 year he's had. But he just goes about his business. He's not considered part of the big 4 players. And he has been inside that top 4. It's just been his incredible consistency over his career. Great depth from Ferrer. So the Australian Open, since 2011, he's reached the 4th round or better. He's followed up the same in Paris. He was runner-up in 2013. So just incredible consistency. Being cheeky. Nice play though from Murray. Great closing speed on the net from Ferrer. He was brought in by the net cord. Did well to adjust. Put it in a reasonable spot. The greatest of lobs from Murray, but he got a second chance and he made sure of it that time, getting Ferrer away from the net, and that was all he needed to do. Didn't have to overplay. That's beautiful to watch. It's when Murray just has that opportunity to move forward. He sees Ferrer is in this tough position. He's going to attack into that backhand. Again, not overplaying the final volley. the corner. Ferrer just having a second look. Was called good, as Taraki more. Great work from Ferrer to save that set point. And he's sensing his opportunity to make that movement forward.
Use.
Oh, late call. We're going to challenge this.
Call on the left far sideline. The ball was called out.
And how good was that second serve from David Ferrer? Found the corner, but sent back huge from Andy Murray.
Advantage Ferrer. Murray has 2 challenges remaining.
Did well. Saved a set point along the way. David Ferrer, he holds. Will force Murray to serve out this opening set.
Murray leads 5 games to 3.
The abbreviated follow through of Murray. Maybe just gesturing down to Ferrer as well. Another flyer off the Murray backhand. But I like the fact that the second serve, again, Ferrer, I guess asking a lot of himself. He got around and was aggressive with the return. First ace. Not unusual maybe that Ferrer hasn't sent down an ace.
Missed it. Oh, what running from both players. Incredible points.
Wow, both certainly taking some deep breaths there. Murray's forehand.
Not by much. Oh.
after all that too. And it was just down really the middle of the court.
Murray has one challenge remaining.
Just one volley that he put Ferrer back in the frame, played it more up the court than sort of pushing towards the line. That brought Ferrer back into the picture.
Now we'll see the second serve. An exhausting last point.
He goes upstairs again. No, he's thinking about it. Well, he is challenging, definitely challenging, I think. He's got his hand up. The umpire hasn't heard him. He's either really frustrated or he wants a challenge. He's deciding not to challenge. Break back points. I thought he was putting his hand up. It was quite ambiguous what he was doing.
Nice response from Murray.
And there's the fight back.
There it is, and it's not just straight down the tee either. It carves around.
Advantage. Murray.
So set point again for Murray. And he does get the opening sets. 45 minutes on court. Murray takes it 6 games to 3.
Good serve into the body from David Ferrer. Seen that a few times, just trying to use the court surface as well to help his serve. Stops Murray from having a free swing on that backhand. Great power from the back of the court from Murray.
40-13.
Ferrer's backhand, not quite struck from the middle of the racket, but Murray just waiting for it into his hitting zone. 145 Ks. Great core strength.
Ferrer holds in the opening game of the second sets.
So again, he'll try and make this a physical encounter. Ferrer will manage his emotional workload in this particular match. He won't have a lot of highs. He won't bottom out too often at all. He'll hang around for as long as he can in this second set. Hanging around, I mean, for opportunities like this. He'll just keep getting the ball back often enough, and if Murray makes a few errors, the door opens. This is where Ferrer stands strong.
Well, this is an opportunity for Ferrer.
30-14.
Going to the slower serve to really control the point. Well, gives away the break of serve to Ferrer. He's off to a 2-love lead in the second sets.
Not often do we see Murray missing it down the middle of the court, just wide of that centre line. Tried to put a bit more on that second delivery. This is his period of the match to really capitalise. capitalise on the low that Murray's going through right now. Just got through his previous service game where he clinched the first set and really bottomed out in that last game.
This is flash. This is out of sorts, not sharp.
14-15.
Got it. Well on top in this second set, David Ferrer. He leads 3 games to love. Again, taking advantage of that slower serve from Murray, just in the middle of the service box.
It's just mind-blowing. David Ferrer can miss a backhand from up the middle of the court. I'm shattered.
We've got it on tape.
Yes.
In case you don't see it again. Instant replay. Third for the match so far. got away with that, Murray.
Murray.
125-kilometre second serve, and Ferrer was all over it. He's on the board, though. Ferrer, 3-1.
Heartening for Murray. Get himself on the scoreboard, close that gap, and see if he can take advantage on Ferrer's serve.
Oh! 15 love.
Ferrer only lost his serve 2 times in the whole tournament. Up until this match, obviously losing it for a 3rd time.
30 love.
He missed it. What chasing down by Andy Murray. Love the aggression from Ferrer, but just how hard he had to work to try and finish off that point. He couldn't quite do it.
There's the trademark off forehand, swinging volley to maybe not focus so much. I mean, it was a very difficult smash, but how was the wheels and lob from Andy Murray?
Just the control when he's full stretch on the run. Nicely done. Great closing speed again from Ferrer.
So we didn't have that much to run, and I know it sounds weird, but this volley I would have loved to have gone to the forehand. So to make David Ferrer run a greater distance, all he had to do was run 4 or 5 steps, much more control, better control up the line with the backhand chip from David Ferrer.
That's what he wants more of. Get Ferrer on the run, getting deep in the court.
40-30.
Ferrer going out wide, and again wide. See that position in the court, he's miles away. Slowly wearing him down. That the sharpness in the play from Andy Murray, the focus has come back.
Lovely 20-shot rally, and it has. He's just switched been able to dial it back in again. Andy Murray.
This is beautiful to watch.
Well done, David Ferrer. Not an easy overhead.
Advantage Ferrer.
Just make sure that he bunts the backhand volley into the open court. Played it from behind as well. 10 out of 10, David Ferrer.
And he holds serve. It's 4-1 Ferrer in the second sets.
But he hasn't come up against an Andy Murray type of returner in all the matches. And he doesn't have the serve, the first serve, like the one that just whizzed past him.
That's what he wanted. Easy service game.
Ferrer leads 4 games to 2.
To put the pressure back on David Ferrer. He made inroads in the Ferrer serve, previous service game. And I think he's thinking exactly the same thing.
And he's played very well, David Ferrer, in this set, holding serve. He's still not overly comfortable doing this. This is not a natural thing for him to try and keep that foot on the accelerator. The short forehand, go hard into corners. Loves to be able to keep those points long, set up some rhythm.
Excellent court movement when you consider that a couple of times he actually slipped a bit, got back into position and had plenty of time. It's extraordinary.
See the technique on the first volley from David Ferrer. It drops the racket head below and acts as a window wiper. Racket head wasn't up, and that provided the opportunity for Murray to stay alive in the point.
Now the errors come into play too. Couple of crucial ones. First point, allowed Murray in. That flat period is over for Andy Murray.
15-14.
Nope, he's missed it again. Solid play by Andy Murray. He gets the break back. Ferrer, 4-3 second sets.
Now. Mr. Murray sends the call on the right service line. The ball was called.
Yeah, Azraki Moore was confirming the call. And she's right.
Murray has 2 challenges remaining.
Got to recover Andy Murray in that rally.
15-13.
Got pushed back behind the baseline, never moved himself back up. Made the error and the verbal spat.
Out.
Oh, well left.
13.
You need to go for that there.
Obviously feeling that it was appropriate, and he was inside the court. Moving forward, Ferrer was back in the shadows up the opposite end. I almost feel like he was trying to win the point, finish there, instead of just trying to draw the man out of position. He's going for a quick victory. What he just has to worry about, Andy Murray, is not overtly or going over the top with chastising himself and maybe across at the team that are there supporting him. I've seen that as that starts to grow, he starts it because he's anxious, but then the game does suffer.
Success with the T-serve when he's been under pressure in this court. Nicely done. A slow burn, but he was going to get that short ball at some stage.
He was redlining it from every ground shot that he struck. It had a little bit of anger tinted on it.
Advantage, Murray.
That's a bonus right there. Lovely present for Andy Murray. He's feeling stressed right now. Provides a little breathing space.
Gets things back to level terms. It's 4 games all in the second sets.
4 games all.
He's done the hard work to get himself back into this set. Now he just wants to make sure of it. Really put some pressure, serious pressure on the Ferrer service game.
What we didn't see much towards the end of the first in the early stages of this set, that backhand up the line. He just wasn't able to, whether he just didn't think that it was set up, but it's starting to return. And it's certainly a match-winning tactic for Murray.
15 all.
Oh, yes. There it is again.
So very much a contrast. At the start of the rally, he was way behind the baseline and just throwing the ball up high. Wasn't exactly on the baseline with this one. You can see just a couple of steps threads it up the line.
And it's just that build-up of pressure. A couple of rinners go by. All of a sudden, that unforced error, break points for Murray.
Shot.
13-14.
Right shot again.
Yes.
Set it up beautifully.
2 times, and let's have a look at him. Just grab that left hamstring.
Tweak there. It's interesting. He tried to cover it up, but goes straight to his shoelaces after it. Let's have a look at the movement.
Like as if no one saw. The world was watching right there.
And we got 4 replays out of it.
Advantage Ferrer.
Nicely done. He weathered the storm, Ferrer. He keeps himself in front. It's 5-4, second sets.
Lovely team.
And the focus now is starting to move away from the 4 lines. There is a lot of viewing over to Maresmo and the rest of the team. Virtually after every point now.
There might be a problem there. Let's have a look at the recovery, though.
15.
Yeah, moving without any sign or angst.
Thirteen. 30.
Ferrer using his own backhand up the line. Help win the point, turn it around more favourably in his way.
Beautiful angle from Ferrer. He's got a set point.
30.
Murray having to tolerate quite a bit here. A few minutes ago, he had 15-40. Now having to save a set point.
Oh, saved again, and saved with a T serve. That's been the go-to under pressure on that side.
Obviously has worked something out pre-match that even if Ferrer maybe gets a racket on the ball, it's not giving him any angle to work with.
Advantage to Murray. Cain.
And again, that's just money for him right now. Saves a set point along the way, and we're at 5-all in the second sets.
5 games.
Yep, it's been the ka-ching serve for him today. Not necessarily utilising it on, not utilising it on the early points. Generally, get into an important stage on his serve, saving break points, going on game points.
Mr. Murray's ready to score on the left baseline. The ball was called out.
A little bit of topspin on it. It appeared to be out.
Not enough topspin, I don't think.
Nope.
Fifteen love. Murray has one challenge remaining.
complicated it. Murray, as he was running to that drop shot, had a variety of options and kind of got stuck at the last minute. He was trying to look one way. He was waiting for Ferrer to move, who just held firm and provided Ferrer the opportunity to throw the lob up.
The volley wasn't half bad. The Ferrer just got over the top.
14-15.
Got down to it.
Fantastic volley. Got down exceptionally well for the volley. Went for the depth. Ferrer up to the lob.
Oh, great touch. Under pressure, David Ferrer. He holds serve for 6-5 in the second set. Let's have another look at this amazing touch from David Ferrer. Maybe a little bit off the frame too.
I would think quite a bit of luck there. I have a strong suspicion that he was just trying to get it at least back over. No intention that it was going to be a drop shot. That's just the way that it happened for him. So you'll take it.
He's such a humble guy. He'll say, no, they can't. It wasn't entirely. If it was me, of course I'm in it. How was the touch on that? It's exactly where I wanted it in the court.
Time.
Tremendous game, though, for Ferrer, because that gives him a lot of hope. It adds to the tension in Andy Murray's head now as well. Couple of chances just gone. It's not saying that they're staring him right there in the face, but he's had his hands around a few opportunities and he hasn't been able to really embrace the Murray. So Ferrer, again, the ever-ready man.
Keeps going.
Just relentless.
Murray again serving just to stay in his second set. Force it to a breaker. Chance for Ferrer.
15-11.
Crucial. Because Murray again waiting for Ferrer, expecting him to make a move, but he just hovered in that corner. Got a chance to pass him. Very close as well.
30-15.
No challenge.
Yeah, he's sort of seemed in two minds there as to whether he'd come forward and play a volley. You can hear him muttering in the background rather than the half volley option.
Mr. Ferrer starts on the call on the left baseline. The ball was called out.
Well, he's had a couple of close ones in this game. Might as well have a go towards the end of the set. Nowhere near.
Was it waste?
You knew that from the reaction. He'll get it back again in a point's time. Because they're off to the tiebreaker.
Six games all tiebreak. Both players receive one additional challenge.
Both in the positive in 2015. Not too many played so far this year. Just the one for both players. Murray's was in the previous round against Bernard Tomic. Give you an idea of how Ferrer is dominating his matches. He hasn't been in a situation where he's had to play a tiebreak in the tournament so far. The closest been 7-5 against Isner, third set previous round.
And it's just utter confusion on that ad court for David Ferrer because he's been beaten enough times with the slider down the tee. Probably was heading in that general direction. Still gets aced wide.
Again, set up the point beautifully. Just took a little bit of pace off up the line. That's Ferrer forward, scrambling.
And again, I think he's just, you know, the slight hesitation. Of which direction to hit that high backhand volley, and the reaction afterwards not helping at all. Kind of talking himself into not venturing up there.
And he had to fight, but he got there. The longest rally of the match. Incredible performance from both players.
3-1.
And Murray should have got that one over. Fantastic overhead from Ferrer in the end. Again, given the build-up, value of the extended rally.
Gee, they're covering some ground today. anticipating it, Murray, into that corner.
4-1.
Huge advantage for Ferrer. That mini break.
So two of the biggest points happening right here for Andy Murray. Winning them cleanly. Draws closer, still alive in the tiebreaker. And if he drops 1 point, it could be set over to David Ferrer.
So important for David Ferrer. He takes his set, and it's reward for the effort he's put in initially with the break as the players change ends here. But then when he was challenged just to keep himself in front, to hold serve under pressure. Then becomes a long way away if he's 2 sets to love down.
Oh, it does. It does. This is, I'm sure, what he was looking forward to, getting into very much an arm wrestle with Andy Murray. A lot of trust in his physical well-being, David Ferrer.
Two very solid points from Murray. Ferrer still with the mini break.
4-3 Ferrer.
He's missed it. That's just unbelievable ball striking for both players. Now we have the longest rally. They're just waiting for someone to blink. They're just so rock solid all the way through, apart from that last shot.
Yep, full-blooded drives. Not always down the center corridor either.
Missed. Well, you had to nail the volley. You had to make absolutely sure of that volley, Andy Murray, and he did.
And in the previous point as well, that was almost a very similar point that he tried to set up. But Andy Murray didn't take the volley. He elected to see if it was going to go long, and he ended up losing. So a nice response for Murray, just urging himself to get to net again, put a volley away.
Back on serve in the tie break.
Almost got caught there. Gee, you know, if you're Andy Murray, that is, you know, could be worth a number of points in your favour. David Ferrer, I mean, we've got to assume that he's great at just pushing that reset button.
He went for it. It came off. Ferrer again with set points.
Began with the return.
6-5 Ferrer.
And you know, trust me, that's not an easy volley at that stage. The scoreline, the amount of tennis, and he's not that comfortable up at net full stop. If it was around waist high, that's where he's practiced, not those high forehand volleys.
Set point Ferrer. He's missed it. The gauntlet's been thrown down. Ferrer levels the match. He takes the second set, 7 games to 6.
Fifteen love. 15-0.
Inside the court, jumping on the serve, not letting it get up too high on him, David Ferrer.
Notice as the match has gone on, the weather becoming more overcast. There are storms around the area, but current forecast tells us that they'll probably miss Melbourne Park.
Lovely.
So fingers crossed.
But even if they do come,
Let's
just bring it on. We've got roof here.
Exactly.
So there's not enough of those come-ons that are exuding from Murray's body, mouth. There's too much of the negativity, the complaining, the head shaking.
So Murray holds, opening game of the third set. Well, that's the thing. We talked right off the very top about all the results that he had, and you said, you know, you barely noticed that when you look at the highlights of the year that he would feature so prominently. But because he doesn't necessarily do the flashy things, the massive weapon, he's just so ultra consistent. He just flies under the radar.
Yep. Yeah, he just doesn't beat himself, David Ferrer. He always reaches his allotted position in the slams and the other major Master Series events on the ATP Tour. But it takes someone to step up to the plate and beat him. And Andy Murray's got that game. That head-to-head tells us so, but being that he's had a lot on his plate. He's coming off of a brilliant year.
Third safety.
It takes a very concentrated effort and focus against David Ferrer. At the moment, it's still just kind of hanging in the balance.
It's just a testament when you look at the times that they're met in the slams. They haven't been straightforward matches. Murray leading that head-to-head 3-1, but there's no straight sets in there. It's always been four-setters.
Yeah. And interestingly, even on the grass, it's probably one of their most difficult.
Right on the line. Ferrer holds 1 game all.
One game.
So not waiting for the ball change to happen. The game before, Ferrer changing his rackets.
Well, he's not necessarily a player that wastes time in between the points, but I'm sorry, but play is continuous. I don't care whether it's you're getting a new restring. He should be forced to play to the time in between. I think it's a big mistake for the chair umpire just to allow players on the change of ends. That's when you want to take a little extra time to change a racket, not in between games.
15 love. 30-15.
163 Ks. That's what the forehand speed was.
Yep. All they had to do is move the ball around, found the right angle.
40-15.
I really get the impression Ferrer is certainly trying to step up to the challenge today. A ball coming off the racket, it sounds different. Much stronger hitting than the other night. I called the Ferrer-Hewitt match. Didn't think Ferrer was actually striking it that far hard.
And so Murray holds 2-1 in the third set.
Murray leads 2-1.
To sleep, it's not what we need right now.
Just trying to get the mood of the match, you know, the intense period. Maybe just a little lull now. We'll pick it back up again.
I noticed you were moving side to side.
Very slowly, though.
Or maybe Ferrer, he might be able to keep that just monotone level. Play with lots of love, but Andy Murray certainly needs maybe some AC/DC. He needs to just liven it up. Needs an injection of energy here. See if he can set up the play using that backhand up the line. We saw glimpses of it in the first set. That paid a lot of dividends.
New tennis balls for Ferrer, serving at 1-2.
Good first point.
15. Fault.
Nicely done. Beautiful angle.
15-30.
Didn't need the pace of this one.
Thought that was a savvy backhand from Ferrer. It's cutting away from Murray. He had to bend down really low to it. Saps the leg strength. Too good in the end.
Big opportunity now for Murray. Just the second double fault in the match for Ferrer. He's got there. Big advantage now for Murray in this third set, 3-1. So it's an unexpected delay for these players, who will get back into the groove quickest.
So this was really a nothing ball from Andy Murray. He needs to be able to put something with purpose.
How much of an adjustment is it for the players? I mean, they play indoors, they play outdoors, but just within the scheme of a match, when you take out the natural elements, does it take long for these players to adjust to it mid-match?
I think not in this context with the roof closed. It should have minimal effect.
Oh, he got it. That's a great touch down low.
It's a high-risk play, but it's paid off. In a way, if it went the other way, they open the roof and it's windy outside and it comes in, then I would expect that it might help David Ferrer. Wants to play in the elements, but in just these sterile atmosphere indoors, I think Murray will benefit. Not if he makes mistakes like that.
Breakback point for Ferrer.
Just feel for Amelie Mauresmo and the rest of the team sitting there, you know, having to just listen and watch him implode right now.
Wants to get back to the task at hand. They've been controlling this match. It's
Advantage Ferrer.
6 double faults for the match for Murray.
So just buckling under the serve there. Looks like he's now rubbing that left quad.
Use.
Just slightly proppy after this, Ferrer. No major problem.
Advantage Murray.
Well done.
Yay, Murray.
Just guided up the line. 4-1 in the third set for Andy Murray.
Fifteen down.
You're keen to see now with the roof closed, the conditions slow up fractionally. Balls aren't as lively, so will Ferrer's serve have that same level of potency? Will the shots from the ground
15-13.
have as much rotation? Will it allow just that extra reaction time for Andy Murray to set up?
Great pressure. They wanted a shorter serve from Ferrer. Just change it up, get the opportunity to come in.
15-14. 30-14.
Rushed. Saw the opening, trying to get it there quickly.
Yeah, right off the top of the racket.
Tambulation, warning, Ferrer. Mr. Murray circular ball on the left far sideline. The ball was called out.
Ferrer seems pretty short.
Advantage Ferrer.
Nice work from David Ferrer. Brings it back to 4-2 in the third set.
Murray has 2 challenges remaining.
Murray with 57% first serves into play, winning 79% of those points. Just under 50% of his second serve. He's had good success with that serve down the tee today. Ball drifting away from Ferrer.
And as this match just keeps humming along, those serves that Andy Murray's sending out, down the tee on the backhand side, out wide on the first court, might pick up a couple of extra cheap points. Ferrer
40-15.
has to be somewhat fatigued. He can't be running as well as what he did in the first set.
He gets the easy service game, Andy Murray. Leads 5-2 in the third sets.
Lovely. 15 all.
Disappointing there from Murray. Not set as contently as he would have hoped.
Fifteen. Mr. Ferrer reception call on the left center service line. The ball was called out.
You get a fair idea because the players haven't moved.
Second. Ferrer has 2 challenges remaining.
Just didn't quite put the first one away against David Ferrer.
Oh, I think that could be long. Yep.
Ferrer reception call on the left baseline.
I think you're right.
Ball was called out.
Yep. By some distance.
Third. Ferrer has 1 challenge remaining.
Well, the set point say good first serve from Ferrer.
Yes.
Nicely played. Not overdone by Murray. Has a second opportunity to finish off the sets. And he's got there. Andy Murray with a 2-1 lead. He takes the third set, 6 games to 2. So a lot more frustration now from Ferrer.
Yeah. Probably recognise that, you know, he's under the pump. How does he find this extra gear now? How does he try to hit harder? It's a dangerous game just to be waiting for Andy Murray to drop another 2 levels. Just this wild reaction sometimes, like he's just hurt himself, Murray.
Third
44th unforced error for Ferrer. Just 19 winners. 40 winners for Murray. 49 unforced errors. So he's making the play as we expected in this match. Incredible hitting.
And there's a sign for me as well, Peter, that what was a fantastic forehand by Murray. But Ferrer just maybe half a step slow getting out to this. You can see he was even over there, but not able to control the ball back into play. Oh, too good. Such a steady backhand. Generally, that he'll play the backhand into positions of the court so that he can then move around and end the point with a forehand. Just showing us that backhand's capable of hitting some winners too.
One for the highlight reel from Andy Murray.
And at times, Peter, when a player who's not accustomed to moving forward that often, when they lose a point like David Ferrer did on that final game, it has a way of just building that wall that they don't want to go in many more times. And he almost had an opportunity right there in that rally to move forward after a forehand, and he just came back laterally into the middle of the court and in the end lost the point.
50 points in this match have gone 9 shots or more.
Well,
that won't help the confidence of David Ferrer.
Take a look at that backhand volley. It's kind of stopped. He just needed to keep going forward there, and feel 100% sure if he had actually moved forward to it, he would have won the point.
He won't get to that one.
Very close to the line there. The forehand and the volley just cuts off, opens up the racket face to create some angle.
slowly but surely wearing him down. Murray just right on the baseline, just controlling things in that point.
30-14.
And that is just beautifully played. Murray resets again, checks out the forehand and gets the error. And not much reaction from Andy Murray over the last 2 games either. Been very focused.
Break point. Just missed. Break and serve again. Ferrer has run an absolute mile today. He still can't get through. Murray 2 games to love in the 4th sets.
Well, Murray, this is a very tough volley. Look at Ferrer, that far back, and he still gets it below the net. And a lot of European players, when they're running up to a drop shot, they go for the angle over the low part of the net. Just edges wide. And a huge game right now for Murray. Certainly can put a few nails into David Ferrer's departure of this year's tournament if he can hold here.
Fifteen love.
Still got to finish it off. In a really good position here. That's his 7th double fault. Challenge the call, Murray. Even if he does get back into this, David Ferrer, I wonder how much he's going to have left in the tank. He's having to work so hard for every single point now.
Murray has 2 challenges remaining.
Half a step too short on the backhand from Murray.
14.
Incredible, isn't it? Ferrer having dropped serve the last game. But do you think he's dropped any? He's just kept going.
He just keeps, the straight line continues.
Yep. And it's Murray that's been unable to maintain that level of play. He's just dropped barely, and it's enough to see a couple of great points.
Well, He just finds a way, David Ferrer.
Let's present.
As you've seen at various stages throughout the match. The chat comes back.
Again, it's just that recognition when Ferrer, almost at end range, has to come underneath the ball. It's less likely that he can get it below the net, so in comes Murray. Interesting the patterns of play that we've seen today where
I have asked, Andy. I have passed the message.
annoyed about something, but got off to a good start in the first set. Second set just went a little bit flat at times. Allowed Ferrer back in to the match, basically. Had a bit of a run, pulled it back. Sort of similar at this stage. Slightly different in terms of the game structure, but we're at that stage again now. Again, he chooses to do it.
Now, if Murray was up there ready to serve, I mean, he's getting close to being, you know, Ferrer's got to play within, you know, the time, and so that he's not holding up Andy Murray. And have a look at the effort there that Ferrer gave to return that second. Trying to accelerate through. The next 5 minutes might give us a little idea of how this fourth set plays out. Andy Murray's really hanging in the balance.
That's a nice change up. He's done that occasionally. Go-to serve for this match has been down the tee, but it's nicely done just to keep Ferrer guessing. 10th ace.
32.
Quite get to it. Did really well to adjust.
There is no real time to set. Almost ran through the ball.
Just to get out of this little flat spot that he's in. It's only slight.
Now, do you think he's saying that to himself? Fire up! Or do you think he's kind of, in a way, 50-50 over to the coach's box?
Well, they're not going to jump up and down after a point like that.
No. There we go. Well done.
That's the way to do it. Murray keeps himself in front in the fourth set. He leads 3 games to 2.
Never a good sign for Ferrer to make the error that quickly. Murray almost making it cross court, but figuring that maybe the line would have been the best option. Yeah, there's a forceful attacking return. He's inside the baseline, looking very ominous. Murray. Just helps when that moving forward into the direction of where you want to send the return. Gee, that's a handy serve from Ferrer at love 15 and 15-30. He's been able to find pacey serves into the corner.
And following it in, having rare today from Ferrer, but a nice change up.
Two from 2 on the serve volley. Murray, no serve volleys.
Had forced to play that extra ball, set up the point beautifully. With another break point.
Not sure what happened. I mean, he very rarely misses overheads. It's been spot on all day today.
So we replay the point.
Gee, faster overall from Eva Azaraki. That's in the furthest corner away from her.
But a good call. So will have to be replayed.
And Murray should be congratulating Eva. She's the one that overruled. The linesman was the one that made the out call.
Still frustrated as he set up the point so well.
Yeah.
So another break of serve. Murray looking good now. It's 4-2 in the fourth set.
Murray is 4 games to 2. Ferrer has 2 turns.
To see if he can handle it a little better.
Well,
inside, outside's looking pretty average.
That's why I don't work at the Weather Bureau. It's come over the top. So the call has been rightly made by the tournament officials and saved us a bit of time in terms of mopping up the court.
So we just spoke about this a few points ago, Peter. Ferrer's serve volleyed 2 times, and in the match, Murray hasn't serve volleyed at all, which I find quite extraordinary, and hesitated just there. Maybe go flat wide here.
And it works. He's stuck with the money serve. Been very useful for him today.
Stays down on that forehand. Ball was coming through a little lower thanks to Ferrer's slice backhand.
The ball was called out.
Well, obviously feeling like he's had to try and get close to the lines. David Ferrer has done an excellent job this match, going after the Murray second serve.
Well, he's had himself a break point. He's hanging in, David Ferrer. That's the way to fix that.
And it's not just the effective serve. It's getting that shorter reply. It's up the middle of the court and then be willing to actually step up on the next one. That's where the balance of Murray, whether it was the forehand or backhand, he has that ability to finish the point right there.
That running forehands, brilliant again.
Great job, Ferrer coming forward.
Advantage, Murray.
And that's just too good.
Along. One game away from the win. He leads 5-2 in the fourth sets. Again, he loses the first point on his serve. Under 3¼ hours on court. The line available to him there. You can hear him saying got him the wrong way.
That's about as angry and annoyed as you'll see David Ferrer. Didn't have the right grip to play his usual heavy topspin forehand. So Murray's going to have to serve this out. 5-3 in the fourth.
Murray leads 5-3.
Now serving for a spot in the semi-finals.
He's hit a high percentage of first serves into play in this set, 72%. Trying to change the pace, Andy Murray there. Fired in a fast backhand and then a slower one. Ended up committing the error himself.
pickup off the return, but Murray was up to it. 208 kilometres an hour. So that extra speed on the serve today when he's needed it. And that's a great follow-up.
A nice time to throw in a serve and volley.
Just one for the match.
Yeah, save it for the last game.
Points away. Murray now has match points. And that'll do it. For the 6th time in a row, Andy Murray has seen off the David Ferrer challenge. And for the 6th time, he's through to the semi-finals of the Australian Open. Thank you.
He's through to the semi-final here. The Australian Open championship is the